So once we have this attribute and attribute values relationship set, the next step is to set the relationship between products and attributes. Now we've already created attributes table, attribute values table. Now all we need is a product attributes. So let's start by creating the migration. Just going to cancel this. PHP artisan make migration, create product attributes table. That should create the migration. Let's see. So product attributes. Now I'm going to need two columns here. One is the product ID and the next one is the attribute ID. Table big integer product ID. I don't want an index on it yet, so I'm just going to cancel it. PHP Storm gives me a nice little suggestions over there, but I don't want to index right now. I want another column, big integer attribute ID, and then I need the foreign keys as well set up. Foreign key product ID references ID on the products table. And similarly, I will do for the attributes. So foreign key attribute ID references ID on the attributes table. So that's done. Let's run the migration and see if it creates the product attributes table. Looks like that has worked. I'm going to go to the database, refresh it. For some reason this is not working. I need to go to a different database and refresh the Laravel 11 database. But looks like it has been created. So our product attributes table is in here with product ID, attribute ID, and we also have created it and updated it timestamps. Let's now go into the product model and set the relationship. Just going to close other tabs. I'm just going to keep the product tab open and the attribute tab open because that's the only two files that I need to modify for now. Set the relationship public function attributes. I'm going to just return this belongs to many attribute class, and I'm just going to remove this for now. And I will need to pass in the table, which is product attributes. Similarly, I'll just add the return type. So I will have to set the inverse in the attribute.php. So we'll do the same thing, public function products. This is going to be same as the other relationship, so it's going to be belongs to many, and I'm just going to add the table name as well, same as that. and I'm just going to add the return type that belongs to Manning. Let's test this relationship with Thinker. But before that, I'm going to add some data to the database because we don't have any data in the product attributes table. So I'm going to look for a product. Let's change this to a t-shirt. I'm going to just change the code t-shirt 21, and I'm going to look for an attribute which is 10. So I'm going to add a new row. Product ID is 21, attribute ID is 10, and I'm going to set this to today's dates. Same thing over here. So let's see if we can get attributes and attribute values for product 21. So let's start with Thinker, PHP artisan Thinker. Just expand this. Product app models. Oops. Product where ID is 21, and I'm going to say first. Oops, there's a problem here. It's a typo in there, sorry. So we got the product. Now let's get the attributes. So product. Let's see the relationship. The relationship is set on the products table and it says attributes. So I'm going to say attributes get this should be a function. There you go. We're getting in attributes. So it belongs, it has got a color attribute. So that means this attributes function is working. Let's see if we can get attributes value along with this data, because right now what we are getting is just a color. It would be good to get attribute values like green, red, and blue. So let's see if we can get it. So for that, I'm going to say attributes and with attribute values. And that should return all the attribute values back to us. There you go. So red, green, and blue. So the way this works is, if I go to attributes, we have a function over here that says attribute values. So when you do attributes, it goes to the attribute class and it calls this attribute values. So it gets the values as well. So looks like the relationship is working. Let's try and do the inverse of it and see if it works. So let's try to search for an attribute. We already know we have got an attribute with ID 10. So I'm going to say attribute app models attribute where id is 10, and I'm going to say first. That's return the color attribute. Now let's see if the products relation is working on it. So attribute products get. Let's try, and then it returns us the products. So if you want to search a products that has got a color attribute, then this is the query. This is how we do it. So that proves this relationship is working. So I'm happy with that. So this is a many-to-many relationship